morning, everyone. I invite Dr. Ratandeep Kaur, HOD MCA, and the chair of the symposium to begin this event.
Thank you, Akisa. Good morning, everyone, the esteemed dignitaries, respected faculty members, and our distinguished guests today, and all the dear participants, a warm welcome from our side. It is my privilege to welcome you all to the International Symposium on AI Architecture for Sustainable Ecosystem, based on the theme for ethical, energy efficient, and future ready systems. It is organized at Tecnia Institute of Advanced Studies. Today, we gather here to deliberate, collaborate, innovate, and one of the most critical intersection of our time, that is AI, artificial intelligence, which works upon for only and only for sustainable development. To begin the auspicious occasion, may I request all the dignitaries and all the participants to kindly rise for Vande Mataram as we pay tribute to our nation. All of you, please stand up.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sukhalam, Malayaj Sheetalam, Sasya Syamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhrajyotsna Pulakitayamini, Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhini, Suhasini Sumadhura Bhashini, Sukhadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.
To mark the ceremonial beginning of this symposium, I request our esteemed dignitaries to kindly come forward for the lighting of lamp. The lighting of lamp symbolizes the removal of darkness and ushering in of knowledge, wisdom, and enlightenment. Now, it is my honor to invite Dr. Sushma Bahuguna, Associate Dean of Department of Information, Communication and Technology, to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning, students. Good morning, students. Perfect. Respected Chief Guest, Honorable Chairman, esteemed guest of honor, distinguished international experts, member of management, respected faculty members, dear students and participants. On behalf of Tecnia Institute of Advanced Studies, I, Dr. Sushma Bahuguna, Associate Dean, Department of Information Communication and Technology, consider it a great privilege and honor to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the International Symposium on AI Architecture for Sustainable Ecosystem for Ethical, Energy Efficient and Future Ready System, being held at Tecnia Institute of Advanced Studies, Delhi. It is my proud privilege to extend heartfelt welcome to our eminent dignitaries who have graciously joined us today. We are deeply honored to have with us Chief Guest Professor Ashok Nagawat sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Delhi Skill and Entrepreneurship University, an eminent academic leader known for his remarkable contribution to skill-based education, innovation and institutional excellence. We extend our respectful and heartfelt welcome to our Honorable Chairman, Dr. Ram Kailash Gupta, whose visionary leadership and steadfast commitment to academic excellence have played a pivotal role in shaping the Tecnia group of institutions into a distinguished center of innovation and quality education. It is our privilege to welcome Dr. Sandhya Bindal, Vice Chairperson, Tecnia Group of Institution, whose dynamic vision and dedication towards fostering quality education and progressive learning continues to inspire us all. We are delighted to have our distinguished guest of honor, Professor Pragya Jain Ma'am, IIT Delhi, a renowned academician and researcher contributing significantly to advanced technological research. Professor Piyush Pratap Singh, JNU, Delhi, an esteemed scholar known for his academic excellence and impactful research contributions, and Professor Rahul Johri sir, who will be joining us shortly from University School of Automation and Robotics, GGS IP University, an expert in automation and robotics with a rich academic and research experience. We also take immense pride in welcoming our esteemed international experts, Professor Raina Lampou, Ministry of Education, Athens, Greece, a globally recognized STEM educator promoting innovation and scientific learning, and Professor Yellen from National Economic University, Ukraine, an accomplished academician contributing to global research and interdisciplinary collaboration. I would also like to sincerely acknowledge Dr. Ajay Kumar, Director TIES, for his consistent support and active involvement at every stage of the symposium, from its very inception in making this event possible. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. M.N. Shah, Dean Academics, for his valuable guidance and encouragement throughout the preparation, and to Dr. Mahesh Sharma, Director Development, for his kind support. This symposium holds special significance as it is organized in association with TIES CDL, reflecting our shared commitment to advancing knowledge, innovation, and responsible technology development. At the outset, I would like to pay my respectful tribute and acknowledge the inspiring legacy of Professor H.N. Bahuguna, a distinguished academician and a visionary educationist. His emphasis on value-based education and forward-thinking approach serves a guiding force for initiatives like this symposium, which aims to blend technology with ethics and sustainability. All present, today's symposium has been thoughtfully structured to provide a rich, engaging, and academic experience throughout the day. We begin the day with registration, followed by inaugural session, commencing with Vande Mataram, lightning lamp ceremony, and Saraswati Vandana, symbolizing knowledge and enlightenment. This was followed by the welcome address, opening remarks, and a brief introduction to the symposium. The inaugural session will feature insightful address by our dignitaries, including Vice Chairman Sir, Vice Chairman Sir's perspective, keynote address by Professor Pragya Jain, and expert talk by distinguished national and international speakers. The insights will set the tone for deep intellectual engagements on sustainable and ethical AI system. We will also witness the release of the symposium proceedings book, followed by word of wisdom of Honorable Chairman Sir and inspiring address by our chief guest. The session will conclude with a formal vote of thanks and a group of photograph. Further, throughout the day, we have other sessions, session 2, session 3, and session 4, which will be conducted parallelly. Session 2, panel discussion. Session 3 will be the competition of IoT model presentation and the competition of AI poster presentation, and session 4 will be the tracks where the students, the researchers and the academicians will be showcasing the research they have been involved into. Thank you so much. I once again welcome you all for this international symposium. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your warm and gracious welcome. Setting the tone for this symposium, may I now invite Professor Dr. M.N. Jha, Dean Academics of our institute, to present the opening remarks.
Hopefully a bit more warm. Very good morning. Thank you. Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Dr. Ashok Nawaz sir, Honorable Guest of Honor Pragya Jain ma'am, IIT Delhi, Honorable Guest of Honor Professor Piyush Pratap Singh, JNU, Honorable Guest of Honor on the way, Professor Johri, Honorable Chairman of the Tecnia Group Institution in absence here, Dr. Ram Kulas Gupta, he is to join us later. Honorable Vice Chairperson in absence here, Dr. Sandhya Bindal ma'am, she is within few minutes to join us. This is a sheer pleasure for me to address the gathering on the most apt, contemporary, and future-changing topic. Being a non-technical, it is more important for me to put the things in order to control, manage, because that is again one of the most important part. Unless until we control, we may unleash it to damage the society, industry, and many more areas it required to be. Well, sustainability, using everything without depriving our future generation to use everything. That is the motto we keep in our mind, in our action too, start anything. Well, where India stands in AI, we all know, but India is well committed towards. Two great players are in the market worldwide, UN and China. USA and China. USA doing great in speed and innovation in AI. So China has entered and started to challenge USA in scale and efficiency, especially in industry. India has started to intrude into and making it the triangle, the golden triangle, but rightly, more aptly matching to our this motto, keeping the social norms in view and inclusive growth. Where India stands, entire world is looking towards India, what India will do. And India is looking towards few of the satellite area, satellite institutions, prominent institutions, that too towards the national capital. More importantly, you need to realize that where you stand. What's your responsibility? What efforts you need to put behind being a student of the MCA and BCA? That you need to realize. Once you realize, it will be really great for you, for college, for nation. This is international conference, so we need to talk accordingly. Can we, by 2030, make around 9% of the population worldwide, they are in the extreme poverty line, below extreme poverty line. Can we really make them out of that? It's possible, but UN has set the goal, 2030. Can we really control 7 lakhs plus deaths expected by 2030 under maternal mortality? Maternal mortality. Can we really control it? But UN has set the goal to do it by 2030. Can we really enhance our worldwide energy resources, that to clean energy, more than 5 to 6% by 2030? Can we do it? Primary facially, it seems no, it is not possible. Yes, to an extent it is not possible to meet the deadline. But once we have started to use the AI and accordingly the architecture therein, it seems now achievable. I don't know, we have a galaxy of experts sitting with us over there. It is our sheer privilege to be with all the persons on the dais, off the dais. They will guide us. Paper presenter will present the paper accordingly. But my question is, I make the question stand there whether it is possible or not. Well, India has set the target 2070 for the net zero. Net zero means the setting of the carbon plus, carbon positive and carbon negative. A time where the total carbon footprint equates the quantity of greenhouse gas reduction. It's possible, but India has set target 2070. Seems impossible, but perhaps we can achieve through AI. But before talking about the AI, its capability, its scope, we must talk that AI itself prima facie creates problem. Problem not in the form of going to replace mankind. We have their answer. Industrial Revolution 5.0 is going to address collaboration with the robotics. There is a scope to handle, to manage human skill and human part as well. Not in 4.0, which is running at the moment. Simultaneously, concurrently, 5.0 has also been started. But still, what's the problem therein? Hello? Yes, please. The most important problem what we feel about the AI is going to influx carbon footprint, huge carbon footprint in the environment. Because huge consumption of the energy. The productive point is not merely consumption of energy. Yes, we can provide energy to them, but we don't have the 100% clean energy resources. 43% we are dependent on carbon-based energy. So we are going to release footprint in the market, carbon footprint through carbon-based energy resources. Unless until we do, dream of the country like India and all will simply be tarnished. How? Can we really provide solar energy to supplement it? Total energy requirement, or wind energy, or nuclear energy, or hydro energy. No, it is not possible. At least for coming 15 years, not possible. But 15 years we can't wait. We need to keep our AI move up. Second most important problem is the huge consumption of the drinking water, clean water rather. It is required by AI processing unit, that data center, to keep the system cool. As we know that still many areas in India, there is a paucity of clean water, drinking water. The entire water which will be used by the data center, merely 1% will be returned back to be used, that too, not as a drinking water, but to be used in agriculture. So that is, yes, to be addressed. And third and most important, that huge generation of e-waste. How we can handle all this? Can we have the answer thereof? We need to search answer. Hopefully, answer may lie in the balanced and effective architectures, AI architecture. Why USA is doing great in innovation and speed? Why China has intruded and penetrated in scaling and efficiency? Why India cannot? Why other country cannot? It may not be the baby of merely USA, India, and China. When we talk about internationally, globally, every country will have to step out to address all these issues. Well, how AI can do it? Answer it with expert. Answer it with the AI architectures. But some of the area which has evidence that yes, AI has started to give its result into, that is health, diagnostic, equipments, fast processing, doing wonder, more than 25% enhancement therein, expected that it will scale up very soon in the area of the retailing. Stock out and overstocking was one of the problematic area which is being addressed more than 30% effectively now. Manufacturing, the most important part, that is predictive maintenance. It has always been the problem for the manufacturing hub, China, and now India. How it can be controlled? AI is the answer. AI has started to do thereof. A huge round of applause for Johari sir, please. Sir, you are most welcome. Yes, I was talking about the area where we have started to use effectively the AI. Agriculture is one of the soil testing and crop yielding is one of the most important area. So my submission simply is how we can control, how we can set off the carbon footprint and damaging factor of AI to the environment and surpassing thereof, how to enhance the capability of all those areas so that there could be sustainability in all the areas. By speeding up the decision making, by speeding up the productivity, by reducing the machine downtime, all the enhance the efficiency, ultimately it supports sustainability. My good wishes to all the presenters, all the students, with all the privilege to have expectation. I am confident from the galaxy of our scholar, expert in this area, they will guide us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to invite Professor Dr. Ajay Kumar, Director TIRES, to provide us with an overview and vision of today's event. A huge round of applause, please.
A distinguished chief guest, Professor Ashok Nagwat, sir, Vice Chancellor, Delhi Skill and Entrepreneurship University. Sir, we are blessed to feel that we have been honored that you have graced the occasion of our symposium, sir. Professor Nagawat, he's been there among us. We are blessed that he carries forward with 44 years of profound academic and leadership. He is not an administrator, he is a theoretical physicist, skill-based education, STEM integration and bridging the industry-academia gap. Director of Skill Education at Rajasthan ILD Skill University, converging for the converging technologies, nanotechnology, biotechnology, IT, cognitive sciences, field that converge beautifully with today's themes of AI infrastructure, governance, and human AI collaborations. At DESU, Professor Nagawat champions a learning-centric, innovation-driven ecosystem. His initiatives brings in support from the Women's Works, a program led by the Students Innovations, led by the Team Vikram Quadcopter, a living example of how academic leadership can directly fuel the nation or national development and the United Nations SDG goals. He's been the champion for the cause of self-reliant India, Atmanirbhar India, a vision for 2047, India 2047. Your presence is not ceremonial, it's a statement. It tells our students and researchers that skill, sustainability, and AI are not mere paths, but they are one journey. Sir, we are here to welcome you from our deep of our heart. Every student of our this institute, welcome you to our this campus, sir. This initiative has been taken up by our chairman, Dr. Ram Kailash Gupta, vice chairman, Dr. Sandhya Bindal, and with the help of various international experts, Professor Rania Lempu. She will be joining us on to the Tradepreneur. She is a STEM instructor from Greece, Ministry of Education, Greece. And Yelena Prokhorova from Ukraine, Kyiv, National Economic University. Our luminaries on the dais, Professor Pragya Jain from IIT Delhi, Professor Rahul Johri from your parent university, GSIP University. Sir, we are blessed, all the luminaries, to grace the occasion, sir, ma'am. It's my privilege that professor from JNU, who is going to hit your imagination on various field of like languages and dialects, is working on NLP technology on this area of languages. You interact with him, it's going to be a new eye-opener for a new area to work on. Sir, we seek your guidance on these areas, sir. Today we stand at a critical intersection. On one side, the rapid evolution of artificial intelligence. On the other side, the urgent need for a sustainable ecosystem. The question is no longer whether AI can help us to achieve sustainability, but how we architect AI itself to be sustainable, energy efficient, ethical, secure, and future ready. These are the things to be seen over here. The vision is exactly why we are here. We have converged on this international symposium on AI, architecture for sustainable ecosystem. Over the next few hours, we will explore 4 pivotal themes: that AI infrastructure and cloud sustainability development, converging climate science, smart cities, renewable energy, green data storage. Secondly, the security, privacy, and sustainable ecosystems, building resilient, trustworthy AI. Third, AI governance and policy frameworks, focusing on waste reduction, regulatory compliances, and ethical life cycle management. And lastly, but not the least, is the human AI collaboration in sustainable ecosystem. That's interface, design, participatory AI, and trust. Our symposium is not going to be merely academic gathering, it's a platform for action. Though research papers, prototypes, demonstrations, posters, evaluation, and high-level panel discussions, relevance of automation and robotics for achieving United Nations Sustainable Development Goals India vision at 2047, we aim to produce a tangible pathways. I urge all the participants, especially young researchers, who have been over there to showcase their prototypes to the AICT headquarters 1 week back, to engage in deep research, deep understanding on the subject. The award of best paper, best innovation, best research, young researcher, and the best poster, AI e-poster, are not just the recognitions, they call to continue this critical work. Before I conclude, I extend sincere gratitude to our patrons, the Symposium Core Committee, our international collaborator, Tradepreneur, global research organizations, and every organizations and every student, single students, and the faculty members of Department of ICT and their core committee member under the able guidance of Dr. Sushma Bahuguna to have made this possible. Let's move now forward for this way with energy and purpose. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for outlining the purpose and significance of this important initiative. We now move on to the felicitation of our distinguished dignitaries. May I request Director Sir and Dean Sir to felicitate our chief guest today, Professor Ashok Nagavat, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Delhi Skill and Entrepreneurship University. Please, sir. I request Sushma ma'am and Mahesh sir to also grace the dais. A huge round of applause, please. Thank you, sir. Now I request Professor Rahul Johari, University School of Automation and Robotics, GGS, IP University, Delhi. Please, sir. A huge round of applause, please. I invite Professor Piyush Pratap Singh, an esteemed personality from JNU Delhi. Please. I request Professor Pragya Jain, a professor from IIT Delhi. A huge round for applause, please. We are having esteemed personalities from different universities at our campus today. We are so blessed and obliged to have all of them here. Today, this event is not only becoming a part of Tecnia as physical mode, but we are doing it on the Google Meet link as we are having two eminent personalities, Professor Rania Lampo, Ministry of Education and STEM instructor from Athens, Greece, as well as we have Professor Yelena Prokhorov from Kyiv National Economic University from Ukraine. Both of them are joined, both of them have been joined for us in the online mode. Now I request everyone for a group photo. It is now time for our keynote address. I feel honored to invite Professor Pragya Jain, a distinguished academician and researcher known for her contribution to AI and sustainable technology, innovation for IIT Delhi. Ma'am, we request you to kindly address the audience. A huge round of applause for her.
Good morning, all. Good morning, respected dignitaries, all the faculty members of the Institute, researchers, and the students. I am honored. I am Pragya Jain from IIT Delhi. It's an honor to be invited over here for the from your institute, and I'm really thankful to be here over here. I can see. Okay, the technical things, whatever we are going to discuss, you can find it over the net as well. You have enough classes to sit over there and listen to the teachers, what they are teaching you technically. Am I right? Okay. One thing, for the technical things, am I allowed this farra? I know a few people take a farra to your examination on something, we catch hold of you and then punish you. But this is not an exam. It is, in a way, but I'm allowed. I need to hear a yes? Okay, fine. So I'll be very brief on the technical parts of the AI. I think all of us are aware of what AI does. There's like, I don't need to tell you what AI does. And obviously, it is important for today's world. But, okay, let me give you a few examples of where AI works very, according to me, although I'm a computer science person, I teach my students computer science, but still I am an old school person. Okay, so I prefer having a one-to-one interaction with the students, even in the class. Even during COVID and all, COVID was an essential thing to do. I had online classes, but the moment the offline classes started, I never took a single online class because I need to see the expressions on the faces of the students and try to understand whether they are understanding what I'm telling and whether they're interested in what I'm telling or not. Because teaching is not only, I keep on giving you information, and information is there everywhere on the net as well. I need you to understand whatever I'm telling. And for that, you do need the students to sit in front of you and have an interaction. Maybe not a verbal interaction, but eye contact and an expressional interaction with the teacher. So I believe in that. So that might sound that I am not in favor of AI, but that is not the case because today without AI, nothing is possible. Okay? My only request is use AI as your slave. Don't become AI slave. Am I right? What is a computer doing or a robot doing? Whatever you are asking it to do. Always remember that. Fine? So be at the core of technology, the core of development. You are new generation students, children. We are older generation people. We are the ones who started this computer science and technology and things like that. So yes, we are responsible for bringing this technology in this daily life of ours, and you are the ones who are taking it ahead. But be responsible. All right? I am not sure because see, whenever you're using AI or any kind of technology, you need to use a lot of power. Without that, the systems won't work. And the moment you're using power, you are leaving a lot of carbon footprint on the universe. What happened during COVID when everything was shut down? The black hole also started shrinking. So that means who has created that black hole? We. And through what? Technology? Usage of the technological equipments that we are using. So be responsible. Okay? Don't just blindly go after it. आज दुनिया में ये चल रहा है तो हम भी यही करेंगे. No. Don't do that. Get hold of one of your niches. Anything. However small it is, please be aware that a small thing is the one which develops into a bigger thing. Okay, small things together make a big thing. So don't hesitate in starting with a small thing, starting small. All right? And then develop it into a bigger thing, but let it be your slave. Do not be its slave. How many of you have seen the movie Wall-E? I am a little doubtful that you have seen Wall-E. It's an old movie. But what does that movie show? That the whole of the earth becomes a garbage ground for technological equipments that we have dumped. What are we doing? Phone. Even I am using iPhone 10. But I am using iPhone 10. Till the time it is working for me, I will not change it. I'm not, iPhone is taking out phone every year. A new phone with a new technology or whatever. Extra storage, extra photo camera, etc., etc. So many things. I might not know a few of them also because I don't use them. Fine? So be mindful. I will use my phone till the time it is working for me, it is giving me, I'm happy by having a call on the phone, WhatsApping and things like that. I will just not blindly change it. Aaj iPhone 17 chal raha hai, to let me go and change my phone. Don't do that. Okay? The word in this symposium is sustainability. So this is not sustainability that you keep changing your equipment every year or whatever. Do upgrade. You have to upgrade, but mindfully. So in Wall-E, what happens is that the earth becomes non-livable and everybody shifts to other planets. And there they are just sitting on a machine and everything is being done by the machine. They are getting obese, they are just eating and sleeping and just their thumbs and fingers are working, nothing else is working, your brain has stopped working. Do you really want yourself to be there? You don't want your brains to stop. What's happening these days? ChatGPT, what is it doing? You have stopped thinking, isn't it? Anything, ChatGPT. Even I did it. To be very frank, I did take out a few points from ChatGPT. But then I thought, no, that's not good. That should not be the case because that anybody can take out. You should be the one who is developing ChatGPT. Not the usage of ChatGPT. There will be hundreds who will be developing the usage of ChatGPT. But who is there to develop ChatGPT? The person who is developing ChatGPT is the one who is putting in all the brains. I want the younger generation, all of you, it's your responsibility to become that brain. Fair enough, everyone of the younger generation or you students cannot become a developer of ChatGPT. Agreed. If everybody starts becoming a developer of ChatGPT, then again there'll be a competition. But that competition I would say is better than a user competition. Okay? So try and use your AI responsibly. Okay? Because otherwise, what is AI doing? The pros are many. Your medical thing, because of AI, there are so many operations which are being done remotely and you are able to guide the doctors, the senior doctors are able to go. Today also, some of our experts are going to join online. Okay, so this is all because of technology. Your agriculture. Even this symposium, whatever has been done, I'm pretty sure these posters and all are made in very less time because of AI. So all these things are good. It's time saving. But what does AI work on? AI basically works on data, isn't it? Huge data. Now, if your system gets wrong data or biased data, then your system gets trained wrongly. So you need to be very responsible in giving the data to the system. Okay? And you obviously have to be responsible for the carbon footprint it is going to leave. Isn't it? There was a movie where Kriti Sanon was a Teri baaton mein aisa uljha jiya. What happens there in the end? There is a shortcut, malfunction. And then everything goes berserk. Are you ready for that kind of a damage to the universe, to the world you are living in, or your future generations? No. Don't become dependent on it. But after saying that does not mean that I am not in favor of AI. I am strongly in favor of AI, but with responsibility. Okay? I think all of you will agree with me, and do not measure your intelligence by what others are saying. You see a product, think about it, what is good about it, what is bad about it, what are the betterments you can do in that particular product, and then work accordingly. Not necessarily that person is doing usko 2 lakh ki, 2 crore ki salary mil rahi hai, I have to reach that place. No, why should a other person be your goal? You should be your own goal. Your requirements are very different from the other person. Find your own niche. Okay? All these, the Gen Zs and the Gen Alpha has also come up. What are they going in for now? Aura cleansing. What is aura cleansing? Do they do aura cleansing without technology? They sit with their phones, chatting over there, and they're doing aura cleansing. Don't do that. Don't do that. You have to do aura cleansing. Go to a meditation center, cleanse your aura. Isn't it? Go to the art. India is full of artisans, and we are an artistic country. We should try not to lose our identity. That's our identity. These days, what's happening? You have to make a drawing, you tell ChatGPT, or Google, you search for diagrams and all, you pick it up, copy it, and done. Where is your creativity? Why are you losing your creativity? Don't do that. Okay? So I would not like to take a lot of your time because technology is not interesting. At the end of it, it's sitting on the system doing work and getting some output and things like that. Don't make it a stale thing. Don't make it uninteresting for you. Make it interesting for you as well as others. Don't leave technology. You will be left behind. These days, nothing will work. Even this is with technology. Nothing will work without technology. Okay? But make it interesting. Input your creativity into it. Okay? So, I will not take much time. Conclusion, while concluding, the responsibility of you younger generation is to keep the future preserved. And what is our future? What was our past? The whole world is going through Vedics, the mantras, and things like that. Okay? Preserve you. You people preserve it because it's your history. Fine? So, do use AI, but responsibly. Think about it and then use it and then develop it. Am I right? Everybody understands it? I can see many dull expressions over there. Am I talking something which is not making sense or which is not interesting to you? Everybody wants to go just jump to AI and create a robot and be very happy about it. Everybody cannot do it. I could not. I have not been able to create a robot because that's not my field. I have not chosen it. Okay? Fine, thank you. Now I need a big thank you or a clap, a huge one, because I want to see that all of you are awake and no one slept during my thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your keynote enlightenment. So we are blessed to have her here as a distinguished academician demonstrating excellent and making significant contribution in emerging areas, particularly in AI innovation and advancement knowledge through teaching and research. She reflects a commitment to professional leadership, inspiring students and researchers. I request Director Sir to please felicitate her with the certificate. A huge round of applause, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
We are live internationally. We've been watched from the Ukraine as well as from the Greece. So please make it proper.
Next, I invite Professor Piyush Pratap Singh, who is a professor at the School of Computers and System Sciences, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi, with over 18 years of academic and research experience. His expertise lies in AI, natural language processing, GIS, and language technology. He has previously served as Associate Professor at JNU and Mahatma Gandhi Antarashtriya Hindi Vishwavidyalaya. He, as a PhD in computer applications, MTech and MCS scholar, provided and contributed extensively to research with a strong publication hold. In addition to his academic contribution, he has been actively involved in institutional leadership roles, research projects including ISRO and international universities, an eminent scholar with deep expertise in interdisciplinary research and technology policy. Sir, we request you to kindly share your thoughts, please. A huge round of applause, please.
Good morning, everyone. Honorable Dice, Honorable VC Sir, Dean Directors, Professors. So I will directly come to the point. Artificial intelligence. The ability of a machine to ape a human brain is called artificial intelligence. It is called artificial because we are aping the ability or the human brain. So when we are trying to ape something, we must know the structure of that particular thing. अगर मुझे किसी चीज की नकल करनी है तो I know each and every modules of that particular thing जिसकी मुझे नकल करनी है. In AI I want to ape a human brain. मनुष्य के दिमाग की मुझे नकल करनी है. So if I ask you what are the most important parameters of a human brain which make us intelligent, according to us, according to you can say AI scientist, only human brain is intelligent in this entire universe. There are many other things like in philosophy, epistemology, ontology, people think there are many things beside human brain also that are intelligent in this universe. There are many things, but according to us only human brain is intelligence, and there are several parameters which make a human brain intelligent. So if I ask you, do you know any parameter which is the most important which makes us intelligent? अगर वो parameter मेरे पास नहीं होता as a human, तो we can't call ourselves as intelligent. ऐसा कौन सा parameter है human brain का जो हमें intelligent बनाता है? Any guesses? Emotions. Emotion is a very strong parameter, important parameter, which makes us intelligent. But we may find emotions in, you can say, not particularly, but maybe animals also have some kind of emotion. Emotion is very hard to implement in machine also. So, directly coming to the point, because we don't have that much of time, according to me, there are important parameters which are making us intelligence are logics. We are doing logics, we are doing reasoning, we are doing analysis. And the most important is we know language. Until and unless we are capable to understand any natural language, communicating language, a human brain can't become intelligent. अगर आप लोगों को भाषा नहीं आती हिंदी या इंग्लिश, तो जो मैं बोल रहा हूं क्या आप समझ पाते, क्या उसे प्रोसेस कर पाते, आप क्या कुछ पढ़ पाते, आप कुछ लिख पाते, आप क्या रिसर्च कर पाते? आप कुछ नहीं कर पाते अगर आपको लैंग्वेज नहीं आती। ठीक है? सो व्हाट मेक्स अस इंटेलिजेंट? द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पैरामीटर इज लैंग्वेज। एंड इफ वी वांट टू मेक मशीन इंटेलिजेंट, मशीन को मुझे इंटेलिजेंट बनाना है, तो मशीन मस्ट नो लैंग्वेज। लुक, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस इज नॉट न्यू। 1954 when John McCarthy coined this term artificial intelligence, till then आज 75 साल हो गए, and it is evolving day by day. Sustainable AI is something new which we are trying to formalize from 2021. 2021 से the AI society is trying to formulate, make some, you can say, protocols, some rules, some structure to develop sustainable AI. It is like building an entire city. आपको इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी बनाना है, आपको पुलिस स्टेशन भी बनाने हैं, आपको हॉस्पिटल्स भी बनाने हैं, आपको ट्रैफिक रेगुलेटरी सिस्टम भी बनाना है, you want to make some security system also. So in sustainable AI you have to build all the modules, and AI is a field today. It is a big umbrella. Like 20 years back when we used to teach, हम कहते थे कि कंप्यूटर आज हर अप्लाइड एरिया में जरूरी हो चुका है, कंप्यूटर हर जगह आ चुका है. Today I am saying that artificial intelligence has penetrated in each and every applied area of this entire universe. When I am saying universe, that means astrophysics में भी आप AI use कर सकते हो, आप माइक्रोबायोलॉजी में भी AI यूज कर सकते हो, बायोटेक्नोलॉजी में AI यूज कर सकते हो, क्लाउड में, साइबर सिक्योरिटी में, एवरीवेयर यू कैन यूज AI. सो फॉर अ रिसर्चर, is it possible to work in all these applied areas? It is not possible for anyone to work in all these applied areas of artificial intelligence. So to build a sustainable AI ecosystem, we have to play our part. हमें केवल अपना पार्ट बनना है उसका. As a researcher, I can't build the entire system. Currently, the society is focusing on three main things. That is ethical AI, कि AI में थोड़ी सी ethics हो. Second, power management और power efficiency, energy efficiency, हमें energy बचानी है, environment को save करना है. And third is future ready AI. AI में जब मैं कुछ भी upload करूँ, whenever I'm trying to update or you can say manipulate new things, it is very easy to implement that also. Look, around 2000 when there was a software crisis क्या आई थी जब software engineering as a subject इतना evolved नहीं हुआ था. What happened कि the programmer used to switch companies. So whatever code I have written, it is hard to understand by any other programmer. कोई और programmer उसको ढंग से समझ नहीं पाता था. Then the society started a new field which is called software engineering, कि हम software को भी engineering की तरह ही develop करेंगे. Post COVID अचानक से you have seen there is a buzz, there is a trend of artificial intelligence. It was there from 1950. But what was the reason, if you think and if you will analyze, what was the reason that अचानक से around 2020 AI का इतना buzz हो गया मार्केट में, सब कुछ AI हो गया after 75 years? Then you will notice कि the large language models which emerged, like ChatGPT, Meta, BERT, and even in Hugging Face, even in Gemini, even in Keras, TensorFlow, they called libraries which were using large language models. और जैसे ही large language models आए मार्केट में, there was like a competition in companies कि हम भी अब ChatGPT से अच्छा मॉडल बना दें. ChatGPT was not made within a day. 1998 से इसका काम चल रहा था, Microsoft कर रहा था, and it developed today. So language डायरेक्ट हमको इंपैक्ट करती है, पूरी सोसाइटी को डायरेक्ट इंपैक्ट किया लैंग्वेज ने, एंड दैट वाज द रीजन व्हाई देयर वाज सो मच बज अबाउट आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस। आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस अब सब कुछ जानने लग गए, सबको लग रहा है कि हम भी एआई पर ही रिसर्च करें। चैट जीपीटी का नाम सबको पता है, बट इफ आई आस्क यू इवन मोर एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजी कि क्वांटम कंप्यूटिंग में माइक्रोसॉफ्ट ने कौन सा ऐसा मटेरियल बना दिया है जो क्वांटम कंप्यूटिंग में हेल्प करेगा, तो शायद आप में से किसी को भी उसका नाम नहीं पता हो। Why? Because it can't directly attach with you, but language is directly attached by you. Language में अब आपको क्या करना है? As a simple programmer also, you are writing Chat GPT or Claude AI. Claude AI is a better example for that. You will ask Claude to write a program and it will write a program for you. You don't need any programming language for that particular, to write that particular program. So we have advanced to that level. हम उस level तक advance हो गए. So what I am trying to say that you have to fix your research area and you have to work for that sustainable ecosystem. ये तो हमें बनाना पड़ेगा. Because if you see old cities, वो कितनी हौच पौच होते हैं, उनमें गाड़ियां नहीं जा पाएंगी, उनमें कोई ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल नहीं होता है. Whenever you visit a old city, बने तो एआई सिस्टम भी बहुत पुराने हमारे बन रखे हैं, बट दे आर नॉट एज स्ट्रक्चर्ड एज वी वांट देम नाउ. आज हम जैसा स्ट्रक्चर्ड चाह रहे हैं वैसा वो बन नहीं रहा है. स्लोली एंड स्टेडली वी आर ऑलरेडी मेकिंग सस्टेनेबल एआई, वी आर ऑलरेडी वर्किंग ऑन जनरेटिव एआई, वी आर ऑलरेडी वर्किंग ऑन एथिकल एआई, बट नाउ वी नीड अ आर्किटेक्चर. और इसीलिए अलग अलग जगह एआई समिट्स हो रही हैं, इस पर बातें हो रही हैं कि यू हैव टू प्ले योर पार्ट टू बिल्ड दिस सिस्टम. AI has already become more ethical than it was 10 years back or 20 years back. 10 years back when you ask Google, I want to do suicide, वो पूरे लिंक्स बता देता था, आपने पढ़ा भी होगा. बट इफ यू आस्क चैट जीपीटी आई वांट टू सुसाइड, वो आपको साइकोलॉजिस्ट के नंबर दे देगा और क्या वो बोलेगा कि आई एम फीलिंग वेरी बैड फॉर यू एंड everything like that. So AI is already becoming ethical, more ethical, and generative AI is already working very good. It is analyzing far more better than humans. Then one question comes in everyone's mind, जो ज़्यादातर बच्चे पूछते हैं, हो सकता है आप भी पूछोगे, बाद में मैं आपको इसका आंसर दूंगा, कि machine only works on 0 and 1. All the programming languages are if, then or else और true and false पर ही काम कर रहा है. Machine still it is beating human brain. How? How it is possible that machine only works on binary? Still it is better than human brain. So I will raise a question for all of you to research on that and analyze that your brain is also working on binary. अभी तुम्हारा ब्रेन भी बाइनरी पर ही काम कर रहा है, इसीलिए मशीन हमें बीट कर रही है. हम भी क्या सोच रहे हैं, आज स्कूल आना है, आज नहीं आना, ये अच्छा है, ये बुरा है, आज खाना खाना है, नहीं खाना है, जॉब करनी है कि नहीं करनी है. आवर ब्रेन इज ऑल्सो स्टक इन बाइनरी. वी आर ओनली एनालाइजिंग थिंग्स इन बाइनरी. दैट्स व्हाई द मशीन इज बीटिंग अस डे बाय डे. ठीक है ना. आई विल गिव वन मोर एग्जांपल. आज से 10 साल पहले का जो चेस का गेम था, एआई में जो बनाया था फर्स्ट, so it was easy to beat that game. कोई भी अच्छा चेस जो जिसको खेलना आता था, that can beat that machine. But today आज का जो है उसके इतने permutation combination उसने कर दिए हैं कि we all combinedly, हम सारे भी बैठ जाएं तो भी उसको नहीं हरा सकते हैं. So what has happened? Has machine become more intelligent? No. Its analytical power had become more fast. वो ज्यादा if then else कर पा रहा है, बहुत fast if then else कर पा रहा है. It is not developing any brain. उसमें brain develop नहीं हो रहा, वो केवल if then else ही कर रहा है. But all the permutation combination are so fast. For example, केवल 10 बच्चे अगर यहाँ खड़े हैं और मुझे उनसे बात करनी है, किसी भी, मैं किसी से भी कभी भी बात कर सकता हूँ, तो कोई भी मैथ का स्टूडेंट होगा तो बताएगा उन 10 से बात करने के लिए टोटल कितना मेरे पास कितने तरह के परमुटेशन एंड कॉम्बिनेशंस हैं. It is like factorial 10 which goes up to 3,60,000 something, केवल 10 बच्चों से बात करने के लिए. And for a human brain it is hard to analyze that amount of calculation in a second, but machine can do it in a microsecond. So we are building libraries, system update हो रहे हैं, system बड़े होते जा रहे हैं, It is not like it is developing intelligence. Intelligence develop nahi ho rahi, emotion develop nahi ho raha. We are not developing cognition in machine. It is not possible to develop cognition in machine because what I have said that machine ape human brain और human brain में cognition develop कैसे हुआ ये हमें भी नहीं पता अभी. हम भी ये नहीं बता सकते कि हमारी ह्यूमन ब्रेन में कॉग्निशन कैसे डेवलप हुआ है. सो इट इज हार्ड टू एप इट. सो अब तो एंड एथिकल ऑल्सो मैंने बता दिया आपको एथिकल. एंड देर इज वन मोर थिंग दैट एवरीवन इज आस्किंग कि मशीन बायस है बायस है बायस है. देर इज अ रिसर्च, इसी पे एक रिसर्च भी की थी मैंने. यू कैन सर्च ऑन नेट और मोस्ट इम्पैक्टफुल क्रिकेटर अकॉर्डिंग टू द क्रिकेट कॉमेंट्री कॉर्पस. ठीक है. देयर वी डजेंट हैव एनी डेटा, किसी का डेटा नहीं लिया हमने कि किसने कितनी सेंचुरी मारी है, किसने कितने रन मारे हैं, किसकी एवरेज कितनी अच्छी है. हमने जितने भी कमेंट्रेटर ने उस पर्टिकुलर प्लेयर के बारे में कमेंट्री की है उसकी एनालिसिस की, केवल लैंग्वेज के एनालिसिस करके हमने निकाला, जनरेट कराया कि विच इज द मोस्ट इंपैक्टफुल प्लेयर अकॉर्डिंग टू द ऑल कमेंट्रेटर. मतलब दुनिया के सारे कमेंट्रेटर ले लिया. अब इंडिया का कोई कमेंट्रेटर होगा तो इंडिया वाले को बायस करेगा. बट मशीन इज नॉट बायस क्योंकि मैंने जो कॉर्पस लिया है वो सभी का ले लिया है. तो जस्ट टू जस्टिफाई दैट मशीन इज नॉट बायस एंड ह्यूमंस आर, वो रिसर्च हमने की थी. ऐसी बहुत सारी रिसर्च हैं जो आप लोग धीरे धीरे करते रहेंगे तो आपको समझ में आएगा. बट फर्स्ट यू हैव टू गो डीप इनटू द रिसर्च. फंडामेंटली यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई कि मुझे करना क्या है. मैं सब कुछ नहीं बना सकता. यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई वन प्रिसाइज थिंग और उसमें तुम्हें घुसना पड़ेगा एंड यू विल हेल्प फॉर दिस सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट ऑफ दिस इकोसिस्टम, दिस आर्किटेक्चर. ठीक है. थैंक यू सो मच.
Professor Piyush Pratap, academician with over 18 years of distinguished service in teaching, research, and academic leadership, recognized for his significant contribution to AI, NLP, and language technology, for his exemplary role in academic administration, including Associate Dean. We are so blessed to have him here as a guest of honor. So I request Director Sir to felicitate him with a certificate. HDMI screen change करो पहले तो. Now, we are privileged to have with us an international expert from UK Global Association, Professor Rania Lampo. She is a multi-awarded STEM instructor from Ministry of Education, Athens, Greece, and researcher, global academician, and educator. She is an ICT teacher trainer, international keynote speaker, author, and global peace ambassador in Greece. Currently, she is working at the Greek Ministry of Education. She is the founder and international coordinator for many innovative international projects on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. She addressed mostly to the underprivileged students. Ma'am, we are honored to have you here. So I request all of you to be patient. Ma'am is joining online mode. So we are sharing the screen. Just give us a minute.
So as the AI systems scale, pressing questions come to the forefront. Can AI development align with environmental stability? How can we meaningfully reduce its carbon footprint? What ecological price are we paying on technological progress? And how can we ensure AI's benefits are achieved without compromising the planet? So actually, can we achieve green AI? So I will start sharing my presentation. I hope I'm audible. Is my presentation visible now? Of sustainability, first, how does AI contribute to energy consumption, as we're going to see today? How do data centers impact climate change? Economic sustainability. How does this affect job loss and job creation? Social sustainability. And how does this affect decision making? the ethical sustainability of the frameworks about transparency, accountability, technological sustainability, and of course the issue of political and legal sustainability under strong and robust regulatory frameworks. And of course the long-term global impact. Will AI always benefit humanity? Will AI help achieve the UN Sustainable Development Goals? So if you see recent statistics, it's shocking to see actually that the International Energy Agency estimates that data centers plus AI plus crypto together consumed approximately 460 terawatt hours of electricity globally. And Stanford University AI Index report shows that the training of latest AI models emits 250 plus more carbon than the average American annual output. For inference, it's actually approximately the same. And an interesting study, 2025, how hungry is AI? This showed that actually every time you write a prompt to ChatGPT, a single query, this consumes 0.43 beta hours. So the same happens also with water, as we're going to see. So why, if we see here for a real world example, in 2022 GP3, the energy was equivalent to the average annual energy use of 120 USA homes. For BERT also, it was the equivalent of the round trip transcontinental flight. So you can understand that this is shocking. Why so much energy? Obviously, because it's about the scale of data, training of hundreds of billions of tokens, computational demand to training involves millions to billions of parameters, updated over weeks or months, and redundancy because training often includes multiple runs and experiments increasing energy use. So models are fine-tuned repeatedly for different tasks. What are the mitigation trends now? What AI experts are trying to do? The model efficiency improvements, so smaller, more powerful models like distributed, hardware advances, more efficient GPUs, TPUs, or energy-saving chips, renewable energy use in data centers, and shared models. Instead of retraining, companies release pre-trained models for reuse. Of course, what affects energy consumption, the model size, training time, power source, etc. So, what was happening in the past, now we have a much higher energy consumption per task in comparison to traditional computing. For example, for inference, have less energy than training, but still more than traditional labs. And the edge AI, as we're going to see, can be optimized for efficiency, narrowing this gap. So power hungry now systems, the trends is energy efficiency trends. New models now aim to be more computing efficient. They're moving towards lower energy use, and the carbon footprint is what I mentioned before, that it's equivalent, for example, driving a gasoline car over 1 million miles. So how we can reduce AI's carbon footprint? It's about the carbon-aware scheduling. This is the first one, green energy power data centers. So training when cleaner energy is available, the model optimization, and transparency tools. So companies now provide carbon calculators for model training. And the carbon offsets, of course, when the first option is renewable energy, so switching to clean energy can cut emissions by 80 to 100% depending on grid mix and coverage. And carbon offsets are used when emissions can be avoided. So companies offset the footprint by funding projects like reforestation, by carbon capture and storage, renewable energy developing countries. Some are low quality, of course, poorly monitored or temporary. So critics argue offsets that the act actually has a license to pollute rather than drive real change. So offsets can help, but only if they are high quality, permanent, and verifiable. So there is, they would say, there are a substitute for cutting emissions. The regional electricity grids affect also the carbon emissions of AI computing, because here you can see the examples. In Iceland, we have nearly 100% hydro. In China, coal heavy. So training the same model, AI model in Norway versus China, this can lead to a 10 or from 10 to 90% difference in carbon emissions for the same electricity usage. And about the model efficiency, the model design, the trade-off between model accuracy and environmental cost, there is a clear trade-off because as models become larger and more accurate, their computational demands and therefore their energy consumption and carbon emissions rise disproportionately. So this means small gains in accuracy often require large increase in computation. Improving accuracy from 95 to 94% on a task, this may require 10 times more compute. So, what are the optimization strategies now in this field to balance the trade-off? The node distillation, where smaller models are trained to mimic large models, reducing cost. Transfer learning and fine-tuning, reusing pre-trained models. This saves massive energy over retraining from scratch. The model compression or pruning, so when this trims model size, minimal loss in accuracy, and efficient models like transformer, light, distill, BET, etc. So researchers are trying to use these, adopt these strategies, adaptive computation, architectural research. And what about the hardware? Already mentioned that the typical life cycle now of AI, what we're trying to do is to extend the typical life cycle of hardware. So the data centers obviously contribute to the environmental footprint of AI because of energy consumption. The cooling requirements, because servers generate a lot of heat, so data centers use excessive cooling systems, the air conditioning, the liquid cooling. Cooling can account up to 40 to 50% of total data center energy use, further increasing environmental impact. Carbon footprint, I mentioned before, a resource use because building and maintaining data centers requires materials like the steel, concrete, rare earth metals used in chips, and these materials have their own environmental cost from extraction, manufacturing, and transportation. So now, hardware innovations are helping reduce the energy footprint of AI, GPUs, TPUs now, ASIC applications, specific integrated circuits, innovations driving energy efficiency, all these innovations now for hardware. Edge devices have pros and cons, cloud-based pros and cons, so which is more sustainable depending on the use. This depends on the use which is more sustainable. For single inference tasks with local data, smartphones, IoT, edge AI can be more energy efficient. For heavy training and complex inference, cloud systems are often more energy efficient overall due to optimized hardware and scale. For water also, the statistics are shocking. Microsoft disclosed that training GPT-3 consumed about 700,000 liters of clean water, primarily for indirect cooling. And the factors affecting water use have to do with the cooling method, so with geography, climate. What alternatives exist now is the air cooling, the water recycling, and reuse, the liquid immersion cooler, and the AI optimization of workload management. If we try to adopt these strategies, then we can manage also the excessive consumption of water. Now, of course, the electronic waste, the rapid demand for specialized AI hardware contributes to global waste because we, of course, we're talking about shorter life cycles of AI hardware, the AI-driven obsolescence, difficulty of recycling AI chips. So AI is replaced frequently because of the model complexity, performance leaps, obviously. So now they're doing AI startups try to extend usage to 5+ years due to cost constraints. So in general, what practice AI developers and tech companies adopt to reduce waste, design for longevity, responsible procurement, try to manage the waste audits, partner with certified recyclers, embrace AI for sustainability, minimize packaging waste, and advocate for policy improvements. So sustainability practices have to do with efficient order design, cycle management, transparency reporting from companies because there is lack of standardized data, there is lack of transparency, the energy aware training, hardware, and infrastructure. Tools and platform for sustainable AI called Carbon, green algorithm, and climate risk, and many actually platforms that have sustainability in mind. The role of AI ethics frameworks play a crucial role in ensuring social equity, fostering long-term thinking, guiding transparent, accountable AI. Now on all sectors, and AI is the part of the system in everything, in the energy sector, in transportation, with electric vehicle management, with manufacturing, in agriculture, in buildings. Solutions for emission reduction, we could deeply mind Microsoft AI's for Earth, IBM Green Horizon, and it helps because it's about real-time monitoring, predictive capabilities. So AI contributes to solving climate change, and it's just a question. On one hand, contributes to the problem because I mentioned about energy intensive training, data centers, electronic waste. But on the other hand, AI can help fight climate change through all these amazing green technologies that we have at our disposal through climate modeling, renewable energy management, carbon capture, etc. The risks of unchecked AI development and global resource completion could be the exponential energy demand, the resource depletion, in all spheres of life, economic, social, and regulatory, we still need stronger regulations and stronger public accountability. Innovation should go hand in hand with ethical frameworks. So we need more global frameworks. So environmental policies, data center specific policies stronger, AI ethics sustainability frameworks, and more transparency from companies because there is lack of standardized metrics. Some companies are not honest about the data. And finally, is continuous scaling, very technical, sustainable. Yes, there are all these challenges and dimensions, how we limit the initial performance returns. But with all the strategies that I mentioned before, if we adopt the strategies that I mentioned before, then we can manage the sustainability. The training of large data scale-edge models, the operation of energy-intensive data centers, the deployment of billions of smart devices demand vast amounts of energy, then the resulting carbon emissions, the water consumption, and e-waste also are no longer peripheral concern. They are central to the conversation on ethical and responsible innovation. So if we want to achieve a sustainable green AI, sustainability must remain at the center of innovation, not as an afterthought. The future of AI should be not just intelligence, it should be ethical, responsible, wise, and sustainable. So addressing this challenge requires collaboration across industries, across governments, across researchers, by investing in energy-efficient algorithms, renewable power infrastructure, hardware recycling, and inclusive policies. We can ensure that AI continues to drive progress without compromising the progress of society. So thank you very much. I have to stick to the time, and for any question, I'm here to discuss.
First of all, we are very fortunate to have an address from the Professor Rani Lampu, multi-awarded STEM instructor, researcher, ICT trainer, international author, and she is from the Greek Ministry of Education, from the Greek Astronomy and Space Society. She is a recipient of 3-time Global Teacher Award 2020, 21, 22, and she is the top 10 CEO of the year 21-22 and has been featured in the Fortune, Passion Vista, and multiple international biographical books. Dr. Lampu is founder of International Coordination numerous United Nations SDG aligned projects and underprivileged students. She has delivered more than 4,000 lectures, training sessions worldwide, which serves on the educational committee of Eucharmilil Delphi Union in collaboration with Harvard University. She is also on the editorial board of member for several international journal of Scopus Q1, and has received multiple humanitarian peace award. Madam, we are blessed to hear you on your deliberations of this conference. Thank you very much, madam. We proceed further.
She is also actively involved in academic publishing as an editor and board member of several international journals. So please join all of you in welcoming Dr. Yelena Prokrova. Now I would like to invite her to share her valuable insights and few words with us, ma'am. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you so much for the presentation. Thank you for the invitation to Dr. H.A. Kumar, Director, and my friend and colleague, Professor Dr. Rashmi Gujrati. And I represent Economic University, and my topic today is about responsible use of AI in education. First of all, let me share my screen. Mm-hmm. Do you see my screen now? Yes, ma'am, it's visible. Yes, thank you so much. About use of different AI instruments in higher education. From one point of view, I realize that modern life is impossible without using AI instruments and assistants. But from another point of view, I'm disturbed at the problem of plagiarism in education. It is the plan, and according to different researches, there are a lot of advantages of using AI in education. It is not the complete list, but yes, of course, it is undoubtedly that AI is very useful and helpful in education. But from another point of view, there are a lot of limitations and threats using AI in education, and I think that the problem of plagiarism and responsible use is very actual. We completed this study about how our students use different AI instruments in their education, in completing their learning tasks. We have a publication on this topic as the result of this research with esteemed Professor Dr. Rashmi Gujrati and Professor Dr. Hari Uygun. And briefly about results of this research. 58 students of our university took part in this research. Most of them were from the last year of bachelor degree. It is very important because they finish their education by diploma work, and we were interested how do they use AI instruments in their learning process, in assignments, and in diploma work. You see that what are the main tasks for which our students use different AI chatbots. And more than half of them were satisfied completely or partly satisfied by using AI to find information. Also for text editing, more than half of all students. And also a lot of students use AI to complete their learning tasks. And at this slide, you can see the answers of our students, their answers about what advantages of using AI, different chatbots in their education. So you see, from my point of view and from the point of view of students, it is very helpful, first of all, to edit texts and to learn languages foreign languages and to translate foreign language literature. But at the same time, our students emphasized that it is a great risk when students use AI in all their assignments, and as a result, they do not have their own mind at any topics which they complete. And what is my own experience and what is disturbed me in using AI instruments in studying, learning, in education. From one point of view, I realize that in modern life it is impossible do not to use AI in any fields of our life and in education also. For example, we have some courses in our university, for example, using AI to develop your business course for masters students. I realize that AI instruments are very actual and helpful in big data analysis. It's undoubtedly. But at the same time, I'm disturbed the scale in which AI is used in education. First of all, for example, when I find and read academic papers, academic texts, very often I may see this message. This appears to be a long document. Save time by reading a summary using AI assistant. View summary by AI assistant. From my mind, I do not have to use AI assistant which may summarize an article for me, because I'm a researcher, I'm an academician, and it's possible for me to read the article, to look through and to find this information. Is it useful for me, valuable for me or not? But it depends. And from my point of view, the main question in use AI in education, where is the line between the use and not to use AI in preparing academic assignments? Because from my teaching experience, during last 2 years, I see that it is visible. I realize that my students use AI in preparing their assignments and in preparing their diplomas works. It is visible, first of all, in the list of sources, because very often AI invent or fabricate the list of sources, and it shows, gives sources which are very close to reality, but they do not exist. And to my mind, it is a great problem. And according to the legislation, there are not plagiarism checkers, for example, in our country, in Ukraine, which may be used as legal source of information. Was this text generated by AI or no? From my point of view, all all educational establishments, maybe at the level of the country or maybe at the international level, we have to agree which AI instruments and at what scale may be used and may not be used in education. It is really the problem of academic integrity and responsible use of AI. Thank you so much for your attention. It's all from my side.
Professor Yelena, thank you. Am I open? Professor Yelena, thank you from joining from the Management Department of Kyiv National Economic University, Ukraine. Your expertise spans on management, entrepreneurship, and strategic response to the crisis, especially during the COVID-19 and limitations and integration of artificial intelligence in the education. We are very blessed to hear from you on your the development on these areas. Thank you very much. We will be sending you citations shortly on email. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. So, it is our pleasure to invite Professor Rahul Johri. He is teaching at University School of Automation and Robotics, GGSIP University, East Delhi campus. Presently, he is PhD program coordinator and BTech program coordinator in USAR. He is the head and founder of Swinger, that is Security Wireless IoT Network Group of Engineering and Research. We are so blessed and obliged to have him here. So I invite you, sir. Please share your wisdom. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, all the dignitaries, respected teachers, and our dear students, plus the international speakers we have lined up here. At the onset, I congratulate Tecnia Institute of Advanced Studies in organizing this AI architecture for sustainable ecosystem. It's my third visit, and sir, we really appreciate your efforts because I also organize multiple events at my university. It takes a lot of efforts in organizing and coordinating all these events, and it's my third trip here, and I have enjoyed every time I have come here, no doubt about that. Just to share with my fellow speakers, I represent the University School of Automation and Robotics of the Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University, of which all of us are part of. So we have got two campuses here right now, in the Dwarka campus and the East Delhi campus, and the third campus is coming up at Narela. So by the time you graduate, we'll have a third campus running. And I must say, it's a great privilege for a university in Delhi to come up with a three campus. We started in 1999, and I joined the university in 2007. So I've seen the journey, the growth of the university in the last 19 years. It has been spectacular, nothing short of that. All the vice chancellors, and right now the current one, Professor Mahesh Verma sir, has played a significant role. Because coming up with a state government university in a state like Delhi, where we have IITs, triple ITs, NITs, JNU, DU, and then the Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University. So we are all proud, and our Professor Yogesh Singh is right now the Vice Chancellor of the Delhi University also. So our teachers have really done well, so as our students. And one thing I can actually see, in every nook and corner of Delhi, wherever you go, you will always find some family, or almost every family, where a student belongs to IP University. Is it right to say that? I have seen that. Wherever you go, in almost all districts of Delhi, all colonies of Delhi, you will always find a student somewhere doing some course or the other, graduate, postgraduate, PhD, whatever. So that's the power of the university we have generated in the last so many years. And it has reached to every nook and corner of Delhi as such. So coming back to the symposium, I think my fellow speakers have already discussed a lot regarding the AI, Professor Piyush, Professor Pragya ma'am, and the international speakers also. So whatever I thought of discussing about sustainability has already been discussed. But I must say about I'll pick up a point from where Professor Yelena left regarding the use of the chat GPT. We are all using chat GPT, isn't it? Are we or aren't we? We are all using. But somewhere we need to define the limit, the scope of it. Because there is always saying how much is too much. कितना यूज करें और कब रेस्ट्रिक्ट करें अपने आप को यूज करने से, बिकॉज समवेयर इट इज इम्पैक्टिंग आवर नॉवेल्टी, आवर इनोवेशन and our creativity. Just like Professor Pragya also said, being Indian. So as an Indian, we need to be proud of these things. We expect the younger generation to think innovative. Don't become a prompt engineer. We don't require that. There are so many number of prompts already floating on the web. What we expect from you to be novel in your approach. Think new. Be innovative in your approach. कुछ नया सोचें, कुछ नया करें. हमेशा कहते हैं हम कि सृजन में बहुत मेहनत है, कंस्ट्रक्शन में बहुत मेहनत है. कुछ नहीं करेंगे विनाश तो वैसे ही हो जाएगा. And we can see the state of the country of Ukraine, what they are facing. Rather, I must say India is one of the blessed country we have got, and we are proud that we as Indians are born in this country. So somewhere as a citizen, if you look at if you are interested in geopolitics, you can see India is the finest country right now. So much chaos happening around the world, but we are sitting proudly, sitting coolly as such. And seeing whatever is happening here, we think we are the fine. And we are blessed, no doubt about that. So when we say AI, the world knows artificial intelligence. But I say AI stands for ability of an Indian, which we Indians don't recognize as such. The day India recognizes its own ability, own potential, own talent, nobody can stop the India on the world stage. And I think somewhere with the leadership at the top, the Honorable Prime Minister and all other leaders, it's a time for India to come actually on every stage. We have got a lot of talent, lot of potential, lot of youth happening here. So many engineers passing out of engineering colleges every year. So much amount of talent, so much amount of manpower. But we need to realize that yes, we need to be innovative in our approach. So just like ma'am also said and Piyush sir, let's not become AI slaves. Let's try to develop a models which can actually the world can follow. And if you have been following the AI in the last 1 or 2 years with the AI summit happening in Delhi, we have got Sarvam AI. It's a homegrown indigenous model being developed in Bangalore by the Indian technopreneurs. So Indian companies going into that kind of approach. So rather than just blindly following what the Americans or the Europeans are doing for us, because whatever prompt you type in chat GPTs, they are seeing. Rather, there is a very good saying, chat GPT knows more about you today than your parents. Is it right to say that? Because you are discussing everything with them. Whatever you are feeling, whatever you are writing, whatever you are saying, you want to discuss something with you. So chat GPT, every time you prompt, your model is getting trained, but they are also coming to know more about you as such. So in a country of 147 crore people, if even 100 crore people are using the chat GPT, look at the power of the model. Look at the power of these American companies. They are coming to know about what we Indians think. हमारी सोच क्या है, हमारे prompt क्या है, हम क्या कर रहे हैं chat GPT से. So in the times to come, they might start influencing our thinking, might start influencing our policies. So as Indians, we need to realize our own potential. Restrict the usage of chat GPT. I don't say eliminate it, बहुत मुश्किल है, बहुत level, it's a very actually impossible kind of. But जितना कम use करेंगे, उतना ही फायदेमंद है. And I can proudly say I don't use it. I do not use chat GPT at all because it impacts a lot your own originality. आप नया नहीं सोच पाएंगे, नया नहीं लिख पाएंगे, नया ना काम नहीं कर पाएंगे अगर आप बहुत ज़्यादा डिपेंडेंट हो जाएंगे चैट जीपीटी या एआई टूल्स के ऊपर. Just to share a simple example before I conclude, I am also chief warden of the hostels in my university. So just 2 days back, a student came in with a full application written. So I started reading the application. अब जो एक normal student application लिखता है और एक chat GPT से generate होके आती है, आपने खुद देखा है, बहुत difference है. So I start reading it, I just turned it down. मैंने कहा जो भी आप कहना चाहते हो खुद अपने आप मुझे कागज पे लिख के बताओ, ये कागज मैंने ऐसे रख दिया, और अगर अपनी बात कह पाए और लिख पाए तो जो आप मांगने आए मैं वैसे ही दे दूंगा आपको. क्या लगता है आपको लिखा होगा, लिख पाया होगा वो? And that is where the problem is. It is impacting our expression, our thought. We are unable to write, we are unable to express. आप तो फिर भी चलिए कॉलेज में आ गए, है ना, you are around the age of 20. But now these same AI tools are being used by the school children in the class 3, 4 and 5. Now that is the real danger, that is the real problem. अगर वो लोग इसको यूज करेंगे तो वो नया कैसे सोचेंगे? जैसे मैम ने कहा जेन जी है अभी, अब जेन अल्फा आएगा, फिर जेन बीटा आएगा. अगर वो सब प्रॉम्प्ट ही लेके अपनी बात कहेंगे तो sentences कैसे बनेंगे? Remember we in the old school our teacher used to say write an essay. सबने किया होगा निबंध लिखने के लिए. तो टीचर का क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव था? क्यों लिखवा रहे थे वो निबंध? बिकॉज वो चाहते थे कॉग्निटिव लेवल पे आप सोचें, अपने शब्दों को एक्सप्रेस करें, लिखें, अपने विचारों को व्यक्त करें. अदरवाइज टीचर का क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव था? ऐसे तो लिखना कोई बड़ी बात नहीं. तो 100 शब्द लिखना भी हमारे लिए टाइम लगता था हमें लिखने के लिए. पर टीचर का ऑब्जेक्टिव था कि वी नीड टू थिंक एट द कॉग्निटिव लेवल. नया सोचें, नया काम करें, अपनी क्रिएटिविटी को इम्बाइब रखें ऐसे, और उसको शब्दों में लिखें. तो वो जो ऑब्जेक्टिव था कहीं ना कहीं अब वो इम्पैक्ट हो रहा है. अब आजकल जो स्कूल स्टूडेंट्स हैं, दे आर ऑल्सो यूजिंग चैट जीपीटी. सो बाय द टाइम दे हिट द कॉलेजेस 5 years डाउन द लाइन या 4 years डाउन द लाइन, दे आर गोइंग टू बी बिग प्रॉब्लम फॉर अस. बिकॉज वो अपनी बातें लिखेंगे कैसे, अपनी बातें सोचेंगे कैसे? बिकॉज सब कुछ तो प्रॉम्प्ट के थ्रू हो रहा है. So that's a real problem where chat AI tools are impacting the novelty and the innovation part. So मेरी advice as a teacher यही रहेगी, as a researcher भी रहेगी, because we guide students as a PhD level also. नया सोचें, कुछ नया करें. Already computer science में बहुत कुछ हो चुका है. Now what next? That is something where we actually need to think. और कभी ये ना सोचें कि मैंने जो सोचा वो सही सोचा या गलत सोचा. It's my thought and I need to just stick to it. With a so good startup ecosystem coming in our country right now, I say those of you have got some entrepreneurship ability, कुछ कीड़ा है माइंड में, कुछ करने का जज्बा है, launch your own startup. Do not think, बस अब वो आइडिया आपके अंदर फॉर्म रहना चाहिए कि this is what I stand for, and then you, I tell you, the God will be with you, destiny will be with you. Do not worry about it. थोड़ा इनिशियल आपको बूस्ट चाहिए होगा आपके पेरेंट्स की तरफ से, आपका फंडिंग चाहिए होगी, गवर्नमेंट भी प्रोवाइड कर रही है. पर जो लोग आप में से जज्बा रखते हैं, दोज एट द मास्टर्स लेवल, आई विल से डेफिनेटली गो फॉर द स्टार्टअप एज सच. लेकिन कुछ में अगर थोड़ा सा डर है कि स्टार्टअप में कर पाऊंगा या नहीं कर पाऊंगा, एआई में या नॉन एआई में, यू कैन ज्वाइन अ कंपनी, लर्न फॉर 2, 3, 4 years, get the basics of the trade first, and then you come up with your own entrepreneurship ability as such. May I in the AI field or in the non-AI. But always remember, AI is ability of an Indian. We need to realize our own talent and potential, because this is the time for India to come on the world stage. Thank you. Thanks a lot for having me.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. I request Director Sir and Dean Sir to felicitate him with the certificate, as he is the academic excellence and expertise in cryptography, IoT, and delay-tolerant networks. Sir, you made remarkable contribution in academia and research, bridging the gap between industry with innovation and leadership. I hope our students really get obliged with your words of wisdom. Thank you so much, sir. A huge round of applause. We now move towards the release of the symposium proceedings. May I request our esteemed dignitaries to kindly come forward and unveil the proceedings. This is the effort for everyone present here. It includes all the research papers submitted by from entire industry, academicians and you people, researchers and young students. It is now my pleasure to invite our honorable chief guest, Professor Ashok Nagavat, sir, as the Vice Chancellor of DSEU, a physicist with over 44 years of academic experience. Yes, guys, please. He is a former dean of the Faculty of Science at the University of Rajasthan and a leader in skill education. He embodies the vision of industry-linked, innovation-driven learning. Sir, your efforts to extend skill initiatives to Northeast India and make DSEU a national hub for skill-based education.
Namaskar, Suswagatam. Dignitaries on the dais and off the dais and online, distinguished researchers, scientists, faculty members of this institute, and dear students. It's indeed a great privilege for me that I have been invited, based on the recommendation of one of my students, to participate in this international symposium, which is having a theme which is very close to my heart and which has I have a personal relationship with it right from the beginning. Now, many of the ideas, many things may have been proposed and developed prior to my birth and now have become a reality. But I stand here before you as a student of science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and philosophy, and as a concerned Homo sapien biological species. And I would express my views and concern with you related or maybe slightly away from the theme of the conference or symposium. But at the outset, I wish to apologize that I may say something which may not be in tune with your beliefs, your ideas, your philosophy, and it may hurt your emotions also, but that is not my intention. With all good intention as a student of science, I am proposing my ideas and views here before your consideration. Maybe how this international symposium would be evaluated, that job can also be outsourced to the artificial intelligence, and the entire proceedings of the conference can be or symposium can be given to it and it can comment on it. But I have very good relationship with the AI. But as a student, I am quite worried about also. Now there is a question that bothers me, that there was a time when there was no time, then the Big Bang occurred. And since I am a theoretical physicist by training, so I would propose something here, and before that I need a theoretical framework to speak about. So what I believe, that how I view at the developments in all disciplines of knowledge as well as the theme intelligence, is that change is a common law of the universe, and opposition to the change is also a common law. So maybe there is a reflection in the theme of the conference that there should be something which need to be opposed. Because whenever somebody wants to bring in a change or usher in a change, then there is a tendency in the system to oppose it. But then a new equilibrium is established, and the beauty of the equilibrium, as per my understanding, is the convergence. All the boundaries disappear. That we have witnessed in every change which you can study in the history. So a lot has happened. Maybe we, when developed from a single biological cell to a biological species living in sea water, then we moved to the trees, and from the tree maybe finally we developed into a biological species called Homo sapien. And all of us take pride in it, and because through our development history, we could realize, and that may be a false realization now, that we are an intelligent biological species. And that's not complete, because every biological species may have intelligence of its own kind, but we had this belief that we have the superior-most intelligence. And we are the superior-most biological species. And therefore, we have been given the right to control this planet, to decide. This planet was not sustainable for life when it began its journey. But few billion years ago, the life became sustainable on this planet, which led to our development biologically. Otherwise, the life in the beginning at planet Earth was not sustainable. And maybe it will not be sustainable in future also after billion or billions of years later. But intelligence, we believe, is something which we have mastered, and we have, and therefore we have right. But what has been the history of intelligence? The history of intelligence has many black chapters. We have proved to the, maybe if there is another observer who is observing the entire development from outside this planet, in universe somewhere, some alien species monitoring each and everything, then would realize that we thought that we are intelligent, but as I tell you that intelligence is a very complex word, the word of universe is also very complex, and in that complexity it needs to be considered. So whether we are intelligent or not, it is a very subjective notion. But we believe it, that we are intelligent. But what we have done many things in the past, and because of which now we realize that there are issues of climate change, there are issues of sustainability, and sustainability becomes a very, very fascinating word for academia in the modern time. It was not so. Maybe when we were not Homo sapien, the life at the planet Earth was quite sustainable. So we intervened in the business and what we have achieved. But there are limitations. So we have mastered also varieties of thinking, different ideologies and philosophies are present. And I am surprised that in the Greek mythology, in 700 BC, there is a mention of Pandora. And you may have heard also have heard of the Pandora box. Who is Pandora in Greek mythology? Pandora is a machine, and that machine which has evil intention and evil design, and that has been proposed before common era. I am surprised. But now we live in a time where the biological intelligence is being challenged by the machine intelligence. And the biological intelligence can also be controlled through the machine intelligence. And you are also being controlled, as many speakers have already spoken about it. The machine intelligence is observing you and is making you full also. Earlier, other people and friends used to be exploit you. Now the intelligence which machine has acquired may also be exploiting you. Maybe right now, on behalf of the certain high-tech firms, some agencies which have their own intention. But you have realized that through the intelligence, intelligence cannot ensure sustainability, whatever kind of intelligence it can be. It cannot ensure sustainability. It's a complex thing. And that is what we have proved. We, as an intelligent species, right now, what one of us is saying, that let me eliminate the civilization in Iran. He is saying, so is it an intelligent statement? Is it a statement in tune with the sustainability? Is it a statement in tune with the requirement of the modern time? No, it may not be, but it is an intelligent statement made by an intelligent species. So when we discuss intelligence, the major problem which we are having in machine intelligence, that you will have to live in a period where you have to learn how to coexist with the machine intelligence. And how to coexist with the machine intelligence, not when the machine intelligence you can manage and control, but how to live in a period of machine intelligence when you cannot control it. The Ray Kurzweil, one of the father of artificial intelligence applications, he has said that the development is taking place at exponential rate, and there is an alarming situation. And maybe within 5 to 10 years' time, the machine intelligence will surpass the human intelligence. Right now also in many matters, the machine intelligence is much superior than the human intelligence, which has been proved beyond doubt. In such a period, how to coexist with the machine intelligence? So that's a question. And that question is a very simple technical sociological answer also, that if some powerful person starts living in your society who has a more great connections and political power, maybe what you will do? Would you start a fight with it, or you would establish a friendship with it? So a technical, human-like decision would be that we have to do partnership with the machine intelligence and find and make it better for our interest. But whether machine intelligence, when it becomes powerful, would be giving the same concern or not to our requirement. So that is how the protocols which we are developing, we are quite worried about it, whether those protocols would also work when the machine intelligence will become much more powerful. So a lot of worries are being expressed. But don't get depressed, you have to live. On this planet, 5 extinctions have has occurred, and many biological species have disappeared. And I am quite sure that after a few years, maybe there will be no Homo sapiens in the present form. What can survive in the coming periods of time? In your lifetime, you will witness that human being in the modern form cannot survive. So how to survive? So the only art is that when solutions are available, when machine intelligence is available, is to augment our own intelligence using machine intelligence. So those people who would be surviving in future would be transhumans. And what are transhumans? The integration of man and machine. So as I said, that every change leads to a convergence, and the new kind of convergence which is appearing is that this distinction, this disparity, this classification that intelligence is of biological type or machine type would be done away in the future by integration of the both. And only the biological species augmented with the machine intelligence would be able to survive on this planet. And maybe new scenarios will appear. Yesterday also I had a discussion with the artificial intelligence tools, and then I could find that what is the major problem which, as far as if you are a student of intelligence, we are concerned about. So what may be the major problem? That the machine intelligence has been trained, and as you have been explained, on the data, and that data has been created or taken by us. And so it is bound to have all the biases which we are having. And that is the bigger danger which many researchers in AI are looking at, how to take care of it. That, so the NARA today is to not to free the humanity, but also to the free machine intelligence from the human biases. How to make machine intelligent free of human biases is the biggest challenge which coming decade you will witness, that it is very essential. And why? Because most of our learning, most of our philosophy, most of our ideas are based on our evolution. And the evolution and our modern belief is that we believe in what I called one-dimensional intelligence or one-dimensional time. In one-dimensional time, we have a kind of thinking, a relationship between past, present, and future. The things evolve in that one dimensions. But many scientists are probing that the space and time may be multidimensional. Time can have more than one dimension. And what will be the intelligence if it has more than other dimensions? So the limitation before machine intelligence, if I advocate as I speak as an advocate of machine intelligence, the problem before machine intelligence is the human intelligence. How to move beyond it, in how to move in the extra dimension, how intelligence should be redefined, and whether it is good or whether it is bad, and whether sustainable and what is sustainable. These sustainable development goals have been framed by human intelligence, whether these are the real sustainable goals for the growth and maintenance and superiority and the forward path of the intelligence or not, it would be examined in the coming period of time. Because all the goals which we make have our own bias, but the future would be not only fight between two nations, it will be fight between two different kinds of intelligence, and that fight can be avoided by collaborations, but that fight would also lead to another dimensions of the intelligence. We do not understand, neither the machine nor the biological intelligence understand the intelligence very much. Then there is also a question which young students should also pay, that intelligence and wisdom are different thing or the same thing. And if intelligence and wisdom are different, then how we should advance, what care should be taken, and how wisdom can be ensured. But can wisdom be? We have realized that when we design and technically design any system, our machine systems which we generally design works on a perfect protocol and do not make any compromise on the protocol and works perfectly. Anything which you design, any machine which you design. But since This kind of intelligence which is based on an algorithm, and that algorithm which has an intrinsic uncertainty inbuilt into it, like in the quantum mechanical system. So one of the major danger before the intelligence is arising out of the uncertainty, that this uncertainty may lead to different kinds of, so a protocol cannot control it. And when a protocol cannot control a behavior of a system which is quite uncertain and at the same time which is quite complex, what can happen and what cannot happen, only the time will say. But I wish to communicate to young students because I am here. So it is my duty to communicate to you that whatever knowledge you are having today, whatever skills you are having today, and whatever subjects which are accessible to you through the school, universities, or through the AI resources, those will not be sufficient for surviving after 10 years. Shelf life of everything is decreasing. Now the shelf life of knowledge and skill is decreasing. The kind of skills which I need to have to survive in this modern time is too different than when I was young kid. The kind of the knowledge which you need for surviving. So it's a continuous learning message which intelligence is also giving to you, that if you think that you can survive on this planet for a long time and life can be sustainable, on the same pattern by following a certain rule or discipline or a protocol, it would not happen. The rules of the game would be changing as we advance more and more research is there. And you have to be dynamic and active. But at the same time, because sometime when I say like this, maybe it can create a fear. But I have a perfect belief that what we are approaching towards, so in Indian mythology and philosophy, there is a mention of Satyug. And I do believe that through machine intelligence, we are moving towards a path of Satyug. Satyug Kareeb hai. But it is not easy to live in Satyug. Remember, because in Satyug, you may find that your mind may be on a machine, intelligence, data, like your mind can be digitized and it could be put online, and it could be analyzed by the other software also. All your intentions, all your weaknesses can be identified. And machine intelligence is, as pointed out earlier, is already identifying your weaknesses. The machine intelligence may become capable that to how to exploit you and how to get work done from you. And maybe it can do the positive things as well as it can do the negative thing. But right now, as you are using the machine intelligence, be aware of it, whether it is helping you in positive manner or it is making you a slave. Because the design, the slave existed on this planet because of the design of intelligent people. Intelligence is not having any commitment, any purpose as we understand from the understanding of the science and technology. So I hope you would take up the challenges and you would be, and maybe we would be surviving for few more years, but the transition from Homo sapien to transhumans, main machine integration, should be very smooth and it should be ensured. Thank you very much for kind and patient hearing.
Thank you, sir, for your visionary guidance and encouragement. I request Director Sir, Dean Sir, and Sushma Ma'am to felicitate him with the certificate. It's a small token of regard. Thank you, sir. As we approach the conclusion of the inaugural session, I invite Professor Dr. Mahesh Sharma, Director Development TIES, to propose the vote of thanks. After the vote of thanks, the panel discussion will take place after half an hour break, and the rest of the students who are coming for the presentations move to the track rooms. The rooms will be notify you in a short while. So please be ready with your presentations for that. Sir, please.
Thank you, Dr. Ratandeep. A very good afternoon to all the dignitaries sitting on the dais, all the faculty members of the dais, all the students from Tecnia Institute and from other institutes as well, other colleges as well. I'm here to propose the vote of thanks for the inaugural session. We have heard a lot of things from the galaxy of intellectuals sitting on the dais and two different international speakers from Greece and Ukraine. I'm not going to discuss anything about those things, what have already been discussed by the intellectuals. I'm here to discuss about the Thanksgiving. I'm very much thankful to the honorable governing body members of the institution, director sir, dean sir, Dr. Sushma and her team, all the organizing committee members, conveners, co-conveners, coordinators, student coordinators, audiovisual technical team, discipline team, all the participants, all the paper presenters, all the beautiful audience sitting in the hall, and wishing all the paper presenters all the very best as you people are going to showcase your knowledge, showcase your talent, showcase your AI models. We are going to see very soon in the MPH hall and other places as well. Thank you so much to all the dignitaries once again and all the audience. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. With this, we come to the end of the inaugural session of this symposium. I extend my sincere gratitude to all our esteemed dignitaries, speakers, participants for their gracious presence and valuable contributions. We now request all the dignitaries and all the faculty members to assemble at the dais for the group photograph, and after that we'll proceed with the high tea and then the paper presentation. Having a 15-minute session, panel discussion, then you can move to your track rooms for your presentations.